This video chart presentation of MediaG3 Inc. brought to you by allpennystocks.com. MediaG3 is a pink sheet listed stock trading our ticker MDGC. This is one of our stocks to watch this week. A nice looking bottom play. See, the stock has struggled a little bit the first few days of the week, pretty close to a resistance level, and that's what we're going to be looking out for at this point. See, the MACD has demonstrated a bullish cross right through here recently. Histogram bars popped back above zero. Longer term perspective, of course, we look for that trend line to be broken. MACD's coming right upon that right now. Again, giving hints of a possible uptrend back towards zero. That's something you always look for. It's a different style setup of a pinch. You can see the PPO, ADX obviously pretty close together. PPO relatively low, dip below 20. ADX very high, up over top of 60. You look for a reversal. In a perfect world, you look for this negative DI to be much higher, to be up here around the ADX. Sometimes when it's down low like this, it will turn itself back up and start to climb. It'll take a while for it to set back up into a second pinch. But overall, not a bad position because the ADX is so incredibly high. See, the MFI's had a very nice uptrend. This was trying to come off the bottom. Because of the red day on Monday and the doji on Tuesday, see the 7 pulling back down. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We talk about it a lot of times. Don't like to see a huge separation amongst the indicators. So the 7 coming back down, getting near the 14 and 21 is a good thing. I just look for the overall uptrend to try and continue. Accumulation distribution, this is a very solid uptrend over 9 months. And even more recently, breaking through the old high. And that's something that you always like to see. Not getting a great look from the shake and money flow. We're going to look for this downtrend to be broken. You can see it once again, it's coming right up against that. You're going to look for this to try and push its way a little bit higher and go up here and challenge this old high to show it's got a big rounded look to it and is going to break through that trend. CCI again, making higher lows, back above negative 100. It's in a pretty good position. Full still, also trending upward, making higher lows. Now trying to push its way through 50. You can look at almost every chart and see if it's trading over top of 50. The chart's typically trending upward. A lot of positive momentum in the play when that happens, so you look for that break of 50 for some good things to possibly come. Tricks, I mention this quite frequently, you just can't get much from it. It's trending down. On pullbacks, just doesn't do a great job because it's a lagging indicator of giving you hints of moves. You do look for bullish crosses and things like that, but overall you look for trend lines to be broken. Stocks pulling back and trying to find a bottom like this one is, you just don't typically get very much from the tricks right at that point. RSIs, much like everything else, trying to make higher lows. Look for that break of 50. What I'd look for in this chart is I'd really want to see it hold 0015. Of course, it does get much lower bottom supports, all the way down here around 0013, and of course the very bottom at 001. But we always look for closer stop loss areas and areas of support. Right now I'd kind of have my eye on that 0015 mark. Might even pull it all the way down here to 0014. That's kind of a resistance level it just recently pushed through. But I want to find something pretty close to it. So those are the areas that I'd look. What I'll be watching for is for this to push through 0017. Of course, at these levels, percentage gains come very quickly. So even a move from where it is at 1.6 to push through that resistance and close somewhere above, it's going to be more than a 10% move more than likely. So those are the things that you look for. That's the first area of resistance I want to see. Going to be some more coming there around 7.5, but I'll be looking for it to become much stronger around 2 cents. As I just mentioned, that's a very strong move, but some important things happen there with making a new higher high, going up here challenging old resistance level, moving to the upper half of the Bollinger Bands by pushing through this purple line, the 20-day moving average. And that'll continue to turn some of these indicators and make them look even more bullish, and it'll help them break through some trend lines. So those are some things I'm going to be looking for right through there. Of course, farther on down the road, you have to look for resistance to really stiffen around 0025. 50-day moving average is dynamic. It's going to continue to come down. It's going to reinforce that resistance area. So I'd look for it to really stiffen up around that point. But in the progression of a chart, you just don't necessarily look for this thing to go and try and make a 100% move. You look for it to test resistance levels, see how it reacts. If it pulls back, hold support levels, develop new higher highs, and continue an upward progression off of the bottom. So keep an eye on volume. See, it's traded 2.9 million shares. There's liquidity in the stock. And you look for it to continually increase and show bigger volume bars as it approaches these resistance levels. And when it falls back down on support, you want to see volume drying up a little bit to show that selling is not super strong, and any move back off of support, you want to see volume bars continue to come back into the play. So these are the things I'm going to be looking for with the MDGC chart. As always, this video chart is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.